Hey yo! Holy fuck, is stunning. Even aesthetic is an emoji. Welcome to SNR.
Oh shit.
Are we rolling?
Hey yo! What up?
We're back, guys.
What's happening?
Episode 2.
Episode goddamn 2. We've been so excited to get this one on the road, eh?
This one's it's a little bit different. I wouldn't say different. We're just gonna go more in depth on a few things. really take this podcast for a ride and
What's
enjoy
on your mind?
a lot of things. One, I'm trying to do this thing called NoFap. Not exactly sure if you know about it or what you do know about it, but in essence, it's basically stopping yourself from milking the lizard. In to put it in better words, to be a better man. Did you like that analogy? Milking the lizard? Oh my god. I wasn't trying to be funny there, but for
Straight
real.
off the rip. Straight off the
I'm
rip,
sorry.
man. I was
I
not
had to
ready
do that
for
to
that.
you. Weren't ready for that at all. I dropped that one straight on you, bro. But look, man, I've got a lot of the fucking fanboys, bro, asking me what the fuck is NoFap. They know what NoFap is, but they want to know more about NoFap.
I know all about NoFap.
Why don't you tell me what you know about NoFap? You got that cheeky grin on your face. What do you know about NoFap, bro?
Look, man, I mean...
Tell everyone.
From the sound of it, basically, all you're saying is you're kind of putting a restriction on you coming, basically, in any shape or form.
It depends how you look at it. You can look at it as a restriction, or you can look at it like this. See, there's many benefits of NoFap. Like, truly, there really are.
They are benefits.
Like, I'll tell you, like, from my own personal experience, like, just, like, refraining from fapping, even just, like, maybe once a fortnight, once a week, like, even the differences in that, like, my gym sessions, just my approach to life, but, like,
You sound like an old mate I have.
I'm just telling you, like, it actually works. Like,
No,
you can't
deny.
You can't deny the fact that men chase pussy 99.9% of the time, and their lives revolve around chasing girls and finding girls and chasing girls. When you take girls out of the equation, you just tend to focus more on, like, your actual shit.
That I 100% agree with.
You know?
The thing is, though, like, I will put it out there, I am a very sexual being. And ever since the first day I realized that I could jerk off, I'm just gonna put it out there. It ain't stopped. Each to for me, that's my safeguard from doing stupid shit. Because whenever I've tried NoFap, I've done stupid shit.
Shit. It's actually...
I've done stupid shit. Whenever I've tried it, I've done stupid shit.
It's interesting you say that, because with me, it actually grounds me. Like, for real, you've seen it yourself. Like, you live with me, so you know. Like,
oh,
for
yeah,
me,
nah,
like,
bro, this thing has basically been asexual for about, like, how long now have you not fucked for?
5 months?
Yeah, it's been like 5 months.
5 months?
Man. Like, it started as a joke. Like, it actually started as a joke. It started as a goddamn joke.
Why don't you tell him the joke?
So the nigga got, like, somewhat scarred from his last dating experience, and he's like, you know what, bro, I'm
not
just gonna
dropping
keep
any
to myself.
names, but shit.
I'm just gonna keep to myself, and I'm like, alright, cool. Look, it's understandable. Anyone, when they go through this
traumatic
time,
experience,
they kind of, like, recluse a little bit. We all do it. So I was like, alright, cool, whatever. He's gonna take his time. 1 month goes down, second month goes down, and I'm just like, hang on, I haven't seen anyone pop around the house for a minute. Is this guy alright? The third month came around, and now we're at the fifth month.
At that point, you know this cunt's fucking...
Now we're in the fifth month.
This guy is serious. He means business, man. I don't know what he's trying to prove or what he's trying to do, but not pulling his dick. Like, he's not impressing anyone, but he's doing it for a reason.
I would personally say, no, it's not for everyone.
It's not.
Reason why I would mention that is, it's almost like, to a certain level,
like,
it's
for sex addicts
like,
as yourself,
it's
like
not even just sex addicts. It's literally like injecting testosterone into your body on the level that you become a very unpleasant person if you're not satisfying your needs, and if you can't control that side of yourself. Like, some people can't control that side of themselves.
I agree. It's good you said that. No. It's good you said that, because I don't want to glorify NoFap, and then I have everybody not fapping, and then getting in fights with their friends and their parents and punching fucking women and doing all sorts of stupid shit. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm trying to preach here. What I'm trying to preach, and I'm not even trying to preach, Pretender. I'm just using my examples through my life. You know? Shut up for a second. They want to hear this. And my example is, through my experience, I've actually found that not fapping actually gets shit done. Like, I actually am more motivated to do shit. I'm actually more motivated to speak to women. I look at women a completely different way when I'm,
Wait, you're more motivated to speak to them normally when you're not fapping?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
I know.
I think that anecdote will probably be
Because-
for you because
because
most
this
guys
is the-
that I know who've tried NoFap, when they're put in an environment with a female, it's almost like, oh shit, I can't.
But then it
handle
makes the
myself right now.
it makes the man, basically, step up or not. So, if you're fapping all the time and jerking off, you're in that relaxed state of like mind. You know what I mean? And not only that, like,
Well, if you're doing it pointlessly, if you're doing
like
it
looking at porn
pointlessly-
and jerking off is very fucking toxic, bro. Like, this is
If you're
coming
doing
from
it
someone who used
pointlessly,
to
then yeah, I
who used to
definitely
jerk it
agree.
and watch porn all the time, and it's toxic as hell because it paints an unrealistic expectation of women, of sex, of everything, and it just pollutes your mind. And I'm not going to be one to sit here and be an angel, and be like, I never looked at porn, because I did. But now that I don't watch porn and I don't jack off as much, actually 2 weeks and 2 days, guys. So far, so good. And listen, if I screw up, I'm going to put my hand up and say I am going to let everyone know if I screw up. I'm exactly...
So at this point right now, we're 2 weeks.
2 weeks and 2 days.
2 weeks and 2
2
days.
weeks and 2 days.
All right. You heard it here first. We're going to be counting along.
The plan is, and don't laugh, to hold out until I finish my comp and win.
I don't doubt that knowing you. That's the
look,
thing.
I don't doubt it
knowing
too.
you,
I
don't
could
doubt
fail.
that.
I could fail.
Only way I see you failing.
A woman would make me fail. If I'm not involved with women, I will not fail, and then I'll win my comp, and then I'll make magic happen.
This is why I was like, for you, I don't doubt it because I've seen you so many times make sacrifices in the light of winning the comp or in the light of, getting goals accomplished. And from that standpoint, if anyone who's listening or anyone who wants to attempt NoFap is going into it with the mindset of grounding your mental capacity and your energy towards a specific goal, a very specific goal. Like, this is
don't do it for no
potent as
reason.
hell. This method is actually potent as
It's
hell. As
too
much as I was
potent.
laughing before, it is a very potent method of getting shit done when done correctly. In the sense, like, for an example, you have a comp coming up. You have a very, 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 very clear vision of what you want to achieve, and therefore you're just putting your energy towards that. The danger becomes when NoFap is just done without any premeditated thought behind it or any goal attached to it, because that's when you start seeing those symptoms of aggression or just general unpleasantness, because at this point it's just being done for what the hell. But I've seen NoFap being done successfully, like Dalvin calling you out right now. Not calling you out and shouting you out, but I swear to you,
Dalvin.
This nigga went 12 months.
He told me.
12 goddamn months.
I'm actually speaking to him now and
12
and
months.
trying to get some tips. You know what he told me? You know what Dalvin told me? He told me that if I get the chance and if I get the urge to just jack off, just to fucking just do some push-ups. He said just do 3 sets of push-ups and as many reps as you can. He's like, I promise you, you'll be so tired that you won't want to jerk off. I'm like, you know what? That actually sounds like it could work.
Bro, what if you're just having one of those nights where you can't fall asleep and you want to go to sleep?
Then you're fucked.
I mean, like, I'll put it out there, like, jerking off is one of the,
it's
like,
hard.
the best things to put you back to sleep if
Of
you're
course.
fucking having a hard time falling asleep.
Of course, it's not easy. You think I'm happy?
I
You think
can't
I'm happy about
imagine
this?
taking that
Do
particular
you think
tool
I'm happy?
out of my
Do you think I'm happy
arsenal.
about this decision? Don't get it twisted, guys. Like, I want to fap and have lots of sex. you
Okay.
know. But the thing
Ooh,
is,
thing is, like, I don't know, man. You've gone 5 months without even trying. This is the thing. It's not like he's gone 5 months of no sex because he's been trying to hit up people or anything like that.
legitimately
Like,
haven't been
legitimately,
trying.
he's just like
Tell them,
blinkers on, bro.
like,
just training.
I'm just not focused about the women, bro, because like they're just gonna distract me from my goal. They what I've learned in my life is just throughout my whole 34 years of life is that I'm really easily distracted. So that whether that be people, women, music, food, a fucking puppy, whatever it is, I get easily distracted, and I know women are my biggest distraction. You know, and coming to that self-realization was tough because it made me realize that, look, the only way I'm going to achieve things is actually just alienating myself, keeping to myself, staying away from women, and just focusing on winning the comp, as you said, and just having that fucking tunnel vision. And to have that tunnel,
shit done.
yeah, and not jerking off so I can do it. But it's not for everyone.
Well, because, like, the thing is, like,
If you're doing it for no reason,
that's the thing.
other than you want to be more alpha or you want to have nice shiny hair, because there's proof to show that not fapping also stops
There's a lot of
DHT, so you keep your hair more. There's so many benefits, but like if people are doing it just for these little things, I think that's That's why I draw
it becomes
obsessive compulsive disorder.
Because like it almost makes you asexual to a point where you start looking at the opposite sex as the enemy.
Man, I'm pretty sure like,
you're not doing it properly, which is the danger of
hard.
it. Is some people would then start looking at the opposite sex as
I told my dad I'm doing no fap and I'm gonna wait until the end of my comp. And he looked at me. He's like, "What's wrong with you?"
I agree with the old man.
He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Mate,
we are in goddamn July. This nigga is telling me he's not gonna pull his meat for how long?
November, 4 months.
No sex, no fap, 4 months.
4 months. And if I fail, I'm not saying I'm not gonna fail because I very well could fail. That's the thing.
Damn.
And if I fail,
damn.
I'm talking as if I'm gonna fail. But if I fail, I'll be the first one to say it because I don't give a fuck.
4 months is a goddamn long time. That's why you're kind of thinking about it twice.
I might fail, but like it'll be interesting to see how long I can last. And look, even if I don't make that 4 months, there's nothing to say I can't do no fap for a month, then fap, then do no fap for another month. The whole point is to try and reduce. I'm justifying it. Yeah, I know. Yourself. But the whole point is just trying to reduce. Trying to reduce the amount of fappage that goes on. Okay, that's the whole end goal. Is not to fap as much. So whether you're fapping, less frequently, you still win. You still win end of the day.
Okay, there we can agree on because obviously anyone, like, you do realize that whenever you fap, you release a whole ton of energy. It just is what it is. So obviously you have to like be tactical about it. As far as like my experiences of obviously trying to abstain from either fapping or sex itself is because I'm a very creative person and a creative soul. And I've realized the attachment and the connotation that has on your energy systems, it's all aligned with your sacral chakra, right? And then through that comes your sexual energy as well. So with me, if I don't expend my sexual energy, that's when you see me come up with random art out of anywhere. That means mine is horny.
I get that, I do. But I have utilized...
Which means I always have that dose in me, always, which is why... I seem like I'm semi-overly sexual as comparison to you because that creative side of me brings the sexual energy along with it. It comes hand in hand.
Like you said, everyone around me is like, dude, are you sexual? I'm like, bro, I am.
Right, even perching.
What do you guys want me to do? Like, I don't want to have sex.
Even perching.
How hard is it? I've had sex so much my fucking life. I just don't want to have it for fucking 5 months before a competition that means everything to me. Everything.
That is sacrifice.
And I'll be damned if I don't win, all because I was fapping 24/7.
Wait, so was fapping a problem before you got into this state? Because that's what I'm trying to understand.
No, it wasn't.
The thing is like...
But not fapping makes me a better man. Listen, my workouts these last 2 weeks and 2 days have been so aggressive.
Ferocious as
Bro,
hell.
I'm telling you, I'm full stack like on the fucking hamstring leg curl machine. I'm doing it like it's nothing. And I'm screaming and I want everyone to look at me and just watch me like a fucking animal, just a caged animal. Literally, that's what I feel like. I feel like a caged animal that hasn't seen a female. You're just fucking letting him out in the jungle. And I'm looking at all these weights and I'm just like, rah! I'm just fucking going ape shit, literally. No pun intended. Yo. It works. I train like a beast because all I'm thinking about is like, fuck, I'm so horny.
Oh, do you remember that episode on Rick and Morty where they have the whole planet that they separate the genders and the males are on their own and the females are on their own?
Yes.
That's no fap for you right there.
Yes.
That's no fap. Gazorpazorp.
Oh my god.
Gazorpazorp. That's no fap right there.
You're so right.
Into the max.
For some reason, I thought of the South Park episode where Cartman gets abducted by females and they're milking him for his semen and men's good jokes, you know? Because I don't know, like,
do you watch some cooked shit in this house, bro? We do watch some cooked shit in this house.
We watch some really cooked shit, and it reflects on how cooked we are. You know what I mean? But we're sick cunts, so whatever, bro. Like, shit. Okay, we're veering so much off topic, but like, well, there was a part 2 to this fucking podcast. What was it? All right, that's what I remember now. I asked you guys actually to send me in some DMs. I posted something on my story. I'll chuck it up here in the fucking whatever on the screen. Retender will chuck that up for us to see. But basically, I posted something today on my story where I wanted to see, just any suggestions or any questions, any topics you guys wanted Retender and I to cover for today's podcast. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go check those messages for the first time and see exactly what you guys have sent in to us.
Oh God, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah. So let's play. We're going to play a game, Retendo. Are you ready?
All right. Let's go. Let's get it.
The game is I'm going to open the messages and I'm going to read them one by one.
Mm-hmm.
and then we're just gonna answer them.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay.
I'm ready to hear what they had to say.
Okay.
And also, if you happen to see a blue lighter on the floor, give me a heads up.
I got you, bro. I might plunge down real soon too. You know. Shit, man.
My nigga was full deep sea diving for a whole 2 minutes whilst you were talking to yourself. I'm like down there scurrying for a lighter.
They know.
I'm like, hey yo, what's happening out here, man?
I think they know, bro.
Oh goddamn, let's hear what they had to say on your DMs though.
Let's do it, man. So I'm just opening it here now. What do we got? Here we go. Okay. So the story, the post I post on my stories, you guys will see on the screen here, but I'm going to say it again. Need some topics for today's podcast? Send some ideas. Light bulb emoji. So here we go. So I'm just going to read a few ones and okay.
And then we'll just roll with it.
We'll just roll with it. I'll give this one to you, Rotendo.
All right, what's up?
Okay. There's some good ones here.
You're like trying to suss out which one to get a good reaction out of. The drug culture in today's youth and young adults and FOMO. Please explain this. Ooh. This is from Cohen Pikari. Ooh.
The drug culture in today's youth and young adults.
Ooh. That's a huge goddamn topic, yo.
And why did I just get fucking shivers, man? Because I feel like
that is a huge topic. That is a huge topic. And whilst we're onto that one, give me a second. I'll jump onto that one real quick.
Okay, I'll take this one, man, because, dude, the drug culture is bad, man. Especially in Australia, especially in Sydney. It's gotten so bad that there's just like, you know, the youth today, they don't have many things to do. All the festivals are shut down. All the clubs are gone. King's Cross in Sydney, as you guys know, it's not even around anymore. There's nothing where young people can go and be young people. So what do? They turn to the drug culture. They turn to drugs because what else have they got to do?
The thing is, like, with Sydney and New South Wales as a whole,
it's fucking sad.
The fact that it's turned into such a nanny state is what sort of like proliferated the drug culture, especially in our setting. You look at other cities like Melbourne. Like, I had a chance to be in Melbourne for about a year. I'm not too sure about other parts of Australia, but you can already tell just because of how liberal the cops and the laws are over there, you don't have as much of a drug problem as we have with young people. So as far when I'm talking drug problem with young people, I know most people would like trying to cite the whole ice epidemic in Melbourne, but that's a whole lot of older generation. That's not really something that's prevalent with people that are within our age gap. Whereas when you look in Sydney, damn, bro, the list goddamn goes on.
It's bad.
It goes
honestly,
on.
I've got friends from all over the world, man, and when they've come over here and I've seen how we party, man.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes,
no.
it's that time.
Oh god, no.
And we are up to Friday special with Jefferson. Okay.
No, I wasn't ready for this one. Okay.
I'm gonna do some.
Speaking about drugs, because we might as well like. We're not saints, and when we speak about this, we're speaking from experience because we've been a whole.
Honestly, dude, I have not seen like you guys, like you Australians. You guys take so much drugs. Like, honestly, dude, like I don't think that's normal.
Bro,
I'm really worried about Rotendo, bro. I think he needs some help.
Jeff was mortified.
Jeff was fucking mortified, bro.
I full had to message the guy next morning. I'm like, yo, bro, like,
dude, it was so weird. I know
what you saw. Seemed as if it was like out of this world, but like that's as normal as it comes in Australia. I have to tell the story though. Now we're gonna have to tell the whole damn story.
Of course. Do you want to start it? I've been talking my mouth off.
Yeah, I'll start the story.
Start the story, dude.
So this all starts when Jeff visits us down under.
Yeah. Newcastle.
This was a state of trance. All right. So this was the first time that all of us.
What a knockout festival that was.
Talking about knockouts. I wish I'd seen one. I just saw the aftermath of one.
I wish I remembered it, or anything for that matter.
Hey, bro, whoever knocked Chesty out, if you're like watching this, bro,
slide in the DMs.
Slide in the DMs. You pulled the sneaky one, bro.
Come on, man, you got me good, bro.
So
but you won't get me a second time. I'll be ready. Ta-ta.
We're at the festival, man. Like, we're having a lit time at this point, all right? So at this point, I probably dunked a couple of caps at MDMA at this point. Not that I'm glorifying it, but it's part of the story. Popped a couple of caps at this point, and I'm on cloud 9. Chest is on cloud 9. The whole crew is on cloud 9 at this point because the music, trance. You know how trance is, man.
Just takes
trance
you away.
Takes you to a place. You just feel like, God damn. So we're taking a certain section of the crowd, right? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get some waters because I can tell the boys about to settle in this area, or AKA do my missions as I normally do because I just go wandering around. That's just how it is. So Myers lives, and I swear when I left, there would have been no more harmony than this point, because Chesty was literally secluded in the music, no problem with nobody. So I had no reason to think that something was about to go down.
I mean, I didn't have no reason
I had no reason to think anything was
I'm
going.
just doing my own thing.
I leave, and then I come back literally like 2 minutes later. I can't find no one.
Bro, it's some fucking
No one.
little fucking
No
man
one.
that just comes up to me and budges me. Hey, where you going, bro? I'm like, dude, like, is there a problem? Like, do you want to fucking speak to me outside? Like, what's up? What's the problem? He's like, come for a walk. I'm like, all right, whatever. I took 2 steps. Next thing I remember is waking up asking, how's Avicii dead? Like, I didn't know Avicii died. I did not know.
Bro, rest in peace, Avicii,
at
bro.
that point, bro, I think you boys and Jeff, everyone's like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah, at that point,
I think Chesty's concussed, bro.
this is
we
the
gotta
point
take
that
him
I
back.
come in. This is the point that I come back
Bro.
into the picture, because I come back. And
I was
I'm
so
trying to find-
annoyed because I can't remember anything.
And I'm
so
trying to
annoying.
find all of y'all, and then I see
Do you know what it
outside.
feels like to be fucking knocked out and you can't remember even what the cunt's face looks like?
You look pale, bro. You were sitting there. You're like, bro. Oh, Retendo. I'm like, Chesty, you alright? And then Jeff is just shaking his head.
I guess you win some, you lose some.
Jeff
Huh?
at this point has already come up with 10,000 conspiracies. I love you, Jeff.
Honestly, dude,
God.
I'm telling you guys, they were watching Chesty. I saw them, and they were out to get him, bro. That was premeditated, bro. I'm telling you guys, like, they were out to get him. I don't know what it is. Like, I love you, Jeff, but I don't know what it is about Americans, or maybe it's like American culture in general, where they're just. You guys are massive conspiracy theorists. Like, you guys are fucking shit scared. But like this is happening, that's happening. They're scheming this, they're planning that. Maybe, just maybe, like, my life and anyone else's for that matter, ain't that important for people to be fucking investigating your ass.
Oh, bro,
You know?
don't even get me started. Jeff has got like 10,000 conspiracies at this point, and then
Way
he's
too many.
convinced that me and Daniel Sky at the time, were drugged as well.
Well, you guys were.
Well, yeah, we were intentionally drugged.
But
No
you guys
one
were
drugged us.
you guys were playing on it. So you know how in Sydney, guys, like, people like to play on the banter in the month. You know, we came back after this rave, and then there comes Rutendo and Daniel walking into the house, and then, you know, they thought they'll be funny cunts and try to put on a scene for everyone in the house, so they start acting like larrikins.
Mind you, the walk to the
You
house
scared the
was-
shit out of Jeff,
Mind
dude.
you-
Okay, let me paint the picture. I was in a jacuzzi, and let me just say, no homo.
Mind you, this jacuzzi was full of
Because this
niggas.
is going to sound really gay, but no homo. There
It
was
was
one
you, Jared, Jeff. Who else was in
and
there?
the girl, but let's not mention her name because I don't want anyone coming back to me with their bad omens, drama, toxic energy. Let's just say it was Jeff, a guy, and a girl, okay? Because, yeah, that's what it was. And it was a jacuzzi. And we were sitting in the fucking jacuzzi. So, dude, so Jeff looks at the other dude in the jacuzzi. I'm just in one corner, and the chick's in the other corner. I'm just like, fucking. And then Jeff looks at the other dude, you know, just to make a conversation, because there's 4 of us in the jacuzzi looking at each other face to face, post rave, just sitting in the jacuzzi.
Right, goddamn it.
So Jeff looks at the guy next to him, and he's like, "So, where you from, dude?" He's like,
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Oh, right on. Is that like here in Sydney, or is that close or anything?
Right, well, you need to describe this dude to the viewers, because there's a little bit
Why
of
don't you describe him?
There's a little bit of context to good old Jazza, mate.
You took my
There's a
clothes
bit
and didn't pay for it, motherfucker. I'm calling you out right here. Pay me back my $156.95 for my 2 stringers for Subversion Fitness and my Legacy track pants. Please, I don't like thieves.
So good old Jazza,
Jesus.
like, he really, really admires tattoos, right? And he's taken it to himself to make his body a canvas, like literally his whole damn body, including his face. So imagine 2 a.m. Jeff is sitting on one corner of the goddamn jacuzzi, Chesty on one corner of the goddamn jacuzzi, mystery girl on one corner of the goddamn jacuzzi, and good old Jazza.
Well, he was supposed to
tatted
be a
all the way up to the
mystery
face.
guy, but whatever. Whatever.
We had to build the context.
We
'cause
had to build a story, man.
This is an important
Carry on,
part
carry
of
on,
the
carry
story.
on. It gets funny.
So the nigga's tatted all the way up the face, right? And then, like, so Jeff is having this conversation at this point. So I already had like a very peculiar relationship with Jazz at this point, in the sense that I kind of could tell he was he was a bit besides himself. He was trying to hold it together because the drugs had taken
It was
a
a
hold.
big event.
The drugs had taken a hold at this point.
We've all been
2
there.
a.m.
We've all been there.
The ketamine, the fucking everything has taken a hold at this point.
We've all been there.
So I walk into the house, right? In Australian culture, open the goddamn door, and then I just start pulling some faces. I'm like, ah.
Can you do the face that you did? It was a creepy face. Can you do it just one more time? Your bottom teeth were that, and your bottom teeth, yeah, that's it. Something like that, yeah. But your face was dead still, dude. I'm like, this guy looks like the walking angel of death. Fuck. And you didn't say anything. You just walked out there and you're like,
Yeah, like, I actually did not say anything.
and then you just closed the door and walked back in.
Chesty knew what I was doing.
I just stared at you. I'm like,
Chesty knew I was wigging them out intentionally because that's what we do out here. So I just walk out, open the door.
what a thing that us Aussies do, huh?
And Jeff just looks at me dead in the eye, looks at Chesty, and I swear to you, his face just read, what the actual...
Man, I'm telling you,
fuck.
You guys wigged him out. He left after that. You scared him away. You scared the poor guy away. He had a hotel all the way in the city, and he's comfortable in my house. He's like, yo, dude, I gotta go. I'm like, all right, bro, I understand. I do. Do what you gotta do, Jeff.
Goddamn Australian drug culture, man. But like that was one of the telltale signs that we do overdo it a little bit, especially in Sydney, because when people go to these events, right, what it then becomes is sort of like almost a competition to see who can
take the most drugs.
Which is completely not the point, especially with festivals and everything.
Everyone
like
should
that.
be looking out for one another.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
man.
People are dying out there. People are dropping dead.
And part of like...
Fuck me dead.
The thing is, like,
and you guys want to encourage people to take more drugs. Come on.
The problem is exacerbated by how it's being policed as well. There is a certain level that you can police an event without literally invading people's privacy to such a point that then you make it everyone... Like all the young kids who just come.
You know what they do, right? They take their drugs before getting in there because they're too fucking scared.
Or they'll get anything they can get their hands on.
Yeah.
They get into the festival. They're like, bro, like it's hard to get on.
That anything can have some ingredient that can just
It's gonna
fucking
be
kill
way-
you.
You
know?
you look
at
at
least look, you can't stop people doing drugs, but if you've got fucking pill testers and kits that can test the drugs, test the MDMA, people are going to always keep taking drugs, all right? So all we can do is just inform, educate, and give them pure
There's
drugs.
a lot to be admired and learned from countries like the Netherlands and countries like Canada, whereby they've found a way of regulating these events to a certain point that it's
They
actually
pill test
safe.
the drugs, don't they?
They pill test the drugs. It's not like they're promoting everyone to be on.
They just don't want
but
people
they've
to
done
die.
it in such a way that it's like with a parent and kids. The moment you take away that kid's toy and make it something that's a scarcity, they're going to try to do everything they can to get that goddamn toy back.
Whether it's good for them or not, you know?
And Sydney has not realized its tendencies to be in a nanny state is what's driving this problem higher and higher. Look at statistics within Australia itself. You have a festival that's held in multiple states, and then somehow in New South Wales you get the most deaths. And
always.
yet you suppose you have the most police presence. And then you're kind of looking at it, you're like, okay, so what is the correlation here? You've got more police coverage, yet you get people dying a lot more. Hey, hang on. Maybe we've like
got to break down the paradigm a bit and see what
you know what I mean?
What's really going on. You know? Why are the people doing this? Why are they lashing out? Why are they taking all this? Why is everyone ODing? Like, you have to ask these questions. Why?
Right, they've gone to a point where, like, even the last time that we went out to the Star, the casino, I got randomly searched in the middle of the damn casino.
A random black man search.
Random black man search, bro.
I saw that.
Yo,
dude, I pulled out my phone. I pulled out my phone, recording them, and you can see the shame in their face, man, when they saw that you were a sound bloke, motherfuckers.
Well, the thing is, like, in my mind at this point, I had to really think about how I'm going to handle myself because.
And why is that? I know you feel very strongly on this topic, bro. So why don't you tell us exactly why that is? Because I know what you mean, but the viewers don't know.
Let me get down into it a little bit, because at this point, yes, I am annoyed that I'm getting pulled up for no reason but being racially profiled. But I can react one of two ways: exactly how they want me to react, and then somehow get an arrest that way, or take the high road and just literally take the situation for what it is. Alright, cool, man. I understand that you're doing your job. Fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't even get to realize where these laws are made. You just, trying to feed your family. So I hold no grudges against you. Do what you got to do. And then at that point, they're already feeling dumb about themselves. But what that does is the next black person they meet, they're not going to have that headstrong mentality of, wait, niggas are stubborn. Because they've had a very different interaction from what they expected. Yes, racial profile me, it's OG, but you're going to get a different experience when you talk to me. And
definitely,
that is in light of the next person that you're going to speak to, and the next person you're going to handle, because that way I've changed an opinion. And if enough of us did that, we could start changing the world. Low-key. I mean, look at the nigga right behind me right now. I mean, some people will feel the type of way that I use the N-word for Martin Luther, but it is what it is, man. I'm not even going to get into what I think about the word, and that's another conversation. But to wrap this one and tie it together real quick, you can't change the way someone looks at you by playing into their preconceived notion of you, because at that point, nothing you say or nothing
you're taking
you
the
do,
bait. You're taking the bait.
You've taken the bait.
And really read between the lines,
you've
guys.
played to
Like,
the
read
character.
between the lines.
You've
But
played to the character
if you
at this
don't
point.
play the character, you have no reason for for oppression. And then what happens is you paint a good image in that officer's head or law enforcement guy, and then he's gonna go away and be like, hey, you know what? This black dude ain't so bad. Maybe they ain't so bad after all. And imagine every person of color started doing the same thing. There's going to be less people having less hate and animosity towards people of different color because they're not going to have that fear, because a lot of it is fear, dude. It's fear and just not knowing and just being unaware.
100%. It's not 100.
They don't know the culture.
I'm getting too passionate to even speak right now. Hold up. Let me gather myself together.
Is the camera even rolling, dude?
That one was, what minute are we on now?
I saw there was some writing on there and then it just switched off.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go and switch it and come back. It should be the 30-minute mark. I'm getting heated.
Yeah, man. So am I.
Fuck. Like I'm shaking right now.
God damn, so am I.
I'm coming back onto this train.
Okay, bro. Get back in there, bro. Get back in there, bro. You're on a roll, bro. Come on, man. Finish it off, dude.
You started a hard one right
Finish it off, bro. I know how passionate you feel about this, bro. Say it how it is. Say it how it is.
Now that I've had a moment to actually just walk away a little bit, it's gotten me time to actually enunciate my words properly and say what I want to say.
Careful about the Matrix might take us out.
Bro, it is what it is. I was put on this planet for a reason, man. And if that reason is to drive consciousness as a vehicle to see people having a better life, hey, man, I'm ready to die for it. That's like one of the realizations that I've had this week, that I have a particular set of skills that if I'm to develop them and bring them to the world.
You just remind me of Liam Neeson when you said that. I have a particular set of skills. I'll find you. It won't be pretty. And I will kill you. Carry on.
Straight up. But on that trend, so basically the thing is, by you taking responsibility of your current situation, despite of what is going on globally, because I could have lashed out to those cops immediately at that point, like, what the fuck are you like telling the dog to stop right next to me? Because me and Paolo both heard that. We're walking in the casino at this point, yeah, and then we see them coming, and I'm like, they're gonna stop me, and Paolo's like, surely not, and I'm like, I have a feeling they will. They walk with the dog, and then the dog takes a step past me, and then one of the officers whispers, sit. And then the dog sits next to me. They're like, mate, the dog stopped next to you. We're going to have to search you. And I'm just looking at them like, oh, yeah, because I did not see what just happened there. But, hey, it's all good. At this point, I already realized if I start an argument, then there's a scene because the whole casino has stopped. Black man, fairly large at this point. So this is a massive power trip. Like, I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to make a statement that they were there to bust anyone with drugs. Be it may that I may somewhat be stereotypical to be someone who would have an assortment.
I don't know,
of
bro.
drugs.
You just look like someone who lifts to me. And
I know, right?
Smokes a lot of weed, dude.
I smoke a whole ton
I'm being completely honest. You don't look like a larrikin. You don't look like a drug dealer. You don't look like You just look like a normal fucking gym dude, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Own business. So at this point, I get pulled over.
We know why they pulled you up, bro.
I get pulled up. But the point that I'm trying to make with this on a global scale as well is the way that you then carry yourself if you want to see change in the world. And the change that I want to see in the world is not an us versus them. It's an understanding and an amicable existence, because the moment we let go of that us versus them, then we stop this cycle repeating itself over and over and over again. Goddamn 300 years, aren't we tired of repeating the same thing?
I'm sorry, but you can't change history.
The moment we start fighting back in the same manner, they're going to become another generation of white people who are going to be like, oh, now we got our rights taken back. And then it's going to be a back and forth, back and forth. Mandela did it perfectly. If y'all want an example, look at goddamn Nelson Mandela. Spending all that time in prison, 27 years, and still being able to come out and say, hang on, the sins of the past cannot be erased, but we're trying to build a better future for our children and their children that come after them. So at this point, we need to work to get an amicable future moving forward. And that's just where it comes down to.
For our children. For our children's children.
When I'm looking at the
not
situation,
just
like in the States, for an example, and I'm thinking, you know what? Yes, we've fought, like, and they've fought. I can't begin to imagine how it is the reality of walking down the street
can't even fathom it, man.
and not being safe. But guess what? The methods
That's the reality.
The methods that you are using have been tried and tested and have not brought about a result.
Try something new.
At what point do we
Try something new?
At what point do we start questioning the powers above? At what point do we start electing into power people who actually care about people? Mind you, everyone was sitting and laughing when Trump was put into power. And these are the people that you're supposed to be leading the country and eventually leading the whole global population.
It's just
he's
one big joke, isn't it?
Happy to
It's
sit
one
away
big
and
joke.
not say anything that or bring about an amicable existence in his own country. If that is not the first priority of your leaders, then you have to look amongst yourselves and reevaluate
Why is the country being run like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Why is anyone not saying anything? Why is everyone turning a blind eye?
It's a personal
if this happened in
responsibility
Australia,
on everyone.
if this happened in Australia, no, this wouldn't happen in Australia. And this is why I love living here. You know what I mean? So
Australian politics is funny down the door.
Australian politics has its own kind of funny moments for sure, but at least we are safe. That's one thing we can't take away from like living in this beautiful country. We are safe.
110%.
We are so safe.
Because like even growing up and up until this year, like my dream has always been making that move to LA as far as being next to Hollywood.
What's happened to that dream now, bro?
I don't want no part of it.
And you know
I
what?
don't want no part of it.
It's
I mean,
really
if
like,
anything,
I'm getting goosebumps, bro. But look, sorry to cut you off, but it's really fucked up to sit here listening to my mate, knowing that he's too scared to move to the States because of fucking racism.
like at what point does it become a smart decision to put myself in an environment that is literally going to debase me?
It'll be the stupidest thing you can do.
You know what I mean? So at this point, like,
Bro,
man,
it'll be the dumbest thing you can do.
the only two places that I would raise a family is out here or Canada.
I
Because
agree.
Canada will let me smoke my weed, got field,
Free healthcare.
free healthcare. Man, bro, like even
Canada and Australia, man. Yeah.
and even that way, I would still be close enough to the entertainment industry that I can still do collabs. I can still do everything that I need to do.
Because
So
let's face it, America's tainted right now, man. And until everything just kind of
yeah, bro, I ain't
corrects
about to-
itself,
I ain't
man.
about
I
to
think
walk
it's
into a lion's den. Bro.
yeah. I think it's safe. Not just I think for anyone of color, just to kind of chill out for a bit. Truth be told,
Goddamn.
let's finish it up and
Goddamn.
fucking let's put on a
Goddamn.
funny note.
Goddamn.
Open that damn phone and let's read some more of those green
This took a turn. This took a.
We'll
damn
fucking
turn.
bring it straight back up. You know my password, right?
In 1 second.
Don't say it too loud. There might be hackers somewhere. Fucking.
Oh.
All right, now your turn to ask me something. And I'm gonna answer on the spot. Give me something funny. Give me something fucking funny, bro. 'Cause that was heavy.
Della Torres.
Jesus.
Della Torres is like, what's
De La Torres.
Della Torres is like, what's your opinion on the Earth being flat?
What the fuck?
I know, right? It's
It's round. Next.
I'm like, bro, we back in like freaking Renaissance or something like
What is
that.
it, Christopher Columbus? Come on, bro. Next.
Oh goddamn! Oh, this could probably get bigger than it is. So I'm gonna skip past it. Or should I say it anyway?
It's a JBW, isn't it?
Nah, it's not. Oh, JBW.
There's
Please
a
come to the
question
show.
there.
Please come to the show, JBW.
Hey, Jailbait Warrior, if you're watching this, bro, I don't want to fight you. I think you're funny. I forgive you for the shit that you put me through back then. Please come on my show. It would be an honor to have you on here. As an OG to another OG, it would be pretty cool to have you on here and just talk fucking grown man shit. So
I feel like
this is me
enough
sending an invitation, man. Like, I'd really like for you to come here. Honestly,
I
it'd be
feel
cool.
like enough time has passed between the events of you, like the
Bro,
events
it's
that
been-
did happen.
Uh-oh. Is that the webcams?
Yeah, the webcams are getting hot. We might need to start wrapping this up.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, cool. Hold up.
Let's
Let me
wrap it
come
up.
turn yours on.
Okay. Turn mine back on and we're going to wrap it up soon. I think, bro, this fuck. We got a minute, guys. All right, chuck that back on. We're going to wrap it up. We've been going for what, 45?
Yeah, we've been going for a while.
We haven't even cut this, bro. This whole fucking episode is going to be uncut, unedited,
Unedited, bro.
real, raw.
Alright, bro, let's bring it
No
back
fap.
together, man.
No fap.
So we talked about no fap today. We somehow ended up talking about civil rights in America as well. What else did we talk about today?
Basically, we just wanted to touch on and answer a few questions that the fans sent in, and there was a no fap, just what's going on in America at the moment, and I think that was it.
I mean, we spoke about a lot of things more
We
than
spoke
that.
a lot of, yeah, we did.
But I suppose in the spirit of winding it down, man, we loved the support from the first episode. The comments that were coming in.
Honestly,
Holy goddamn,
like,
man.
understatement. We really do appreciate it. And just to read that shit drives us more. So keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming, please.
100%.
Signing out.
And Rotendo, we go see you next time.
Oh, out.
Whew.